I usually try to stay away from politics on my channel, but I really feel the need to speak on what's been happening, specifically what happened there in New Mexico. And yeah, I know the situation seems to have kind of eased back, but I still feel the need to talk about it. But first, let's be sure we're all on the same page. Let's go over the Second Amendment of the Bill of Rights. It reads, "A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." The Second Amendment is detailing a dynamic and then also securing a right. So what is the dynamic that's being detailed? Well, if you have a free state and you need to secure it, it's necessary to have a well-regulated militia. It says so right in the beginning. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. That is the dynamic that exists. And then it secures the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Pretty much makes sense if you think about it. You've got a free state? Awesome. You need to secure it? Well, it's necessary for you to have a well-regulated militia. Where are you going to get that well-regulated militia? From an armed populace, from an armed citizenry. And so it's just logical that the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And for those of you who think that you still need to be in a militia in order to keep and bear arms, well, 2008 DC versus Heller pretty much settles that. In DC versus Heller, the Supreme Court ruling is that you have the right to keep and bear arms without any connection to a militia. So just wanted to get all that out of the way so that we're all on the same page. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed because, well, you're going to need that well-regulated militia to secure a free state. Now on to New Mexico. A lot of media sources are calling this a gun ban. It's not a gun ban, people. It's an attack on our rights. Sure, it deals with the Second Amendment, but remember, the Second Amendment is a right. This isn't about the guns, really. Some people are going to fool you by saying, oh, it's a gun ban. It's just about the guns. No, this is an attack on a right. You're not supposed to be able to just arbitrarily suspend, do away with a right just because what? It's for the good of the people? That's your only excuse? No explanation? Nothing to show us? Well, show us some graphs. Show us something. Show us something that this is such a threat that you need to suspend this right. You can't just do that. And that's exactly what happened. Always remember, anything that is used to attack, diminish, destroy the Second Amendment can and will be used to attack and destroy other parts of the U.S. Constitution, using the same flimsy excuse for the good of the people. We need to be a lot better at picking our elected officials. Can you imagine? Okay, because some people think it can't happen, but it can. Can you imagine some other governor just saying, well, I'm going to suspend free speech for, X amount of time, for the good of the people. No other explanation, just for the good of the people. It's a health issue, a public health crisis issue. Or the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, whatever. It doesn't even need to be in the Bill of Rights. We have other amendments aside from the Bill of Rights. Imagine any of those amendments just being thrown away because a governor decided, or anyone else, an elected official decides, I'm going to do this for the good of the people. People of New Mexico, you need to recall that governor and make sure her political career ends. She should never hold political office ever again. You can't just let politicians get away with this. This is a litmus test, people. Okay? This governor, I mean, she had to have known she was pushing the envelope. And you know what she was doing? She was testing to see, how far can I push the envelope before I get pushback? And how much pushback do I get? And from who? And how long can I get away with this until, how long can I just lay low and keep quiet until I can try it again? Now, don't get me wrong here, okay, because I know a lot of emotions are going to pop up. I'm not calling for armed insurrection. I'm not calling for violence. Just get that out of your heads. What I am saying, though, is use one of the most powerful tools we have as American citizens. That's right, the vote. I know, I get it. Some of you are frustrated. Some of you will throw up your hands and say, why do I even bother to vote? Well, this is why. Next election cycle, get that governor out of there. Okay? Or, hey, go for a recall. Get some petitions out. Get some signatures. That governor should not be in office and should never hold office ever again. And for the rest of us living in the other states, please don't get into the mindset of, well, the people in my state, we're a lot smarter than that. We would never elect a governor like that. Are you sure? Are you sure? Do you vote? I'm just saying, if you don't vote, then you're kind of relying on, hoping your fellow citizens in your state will make the right decision. I got news for you. Sometimes they don't. Be vigilant. Scrutinize these people. Yeah, I know it's tough. I get it. We have lives to live. There's a lot to keep up on. There's a lot of cluster. You know what I want to say out there in politics. I get it. But got to start getting involved, people. Start scrutinizing these people. Who are you putting into that office? Anyway, all right. I'm just going to end it here. Just saying, folks. Again, I'm not trying to be Mr. Gloom and Doom, but come on. We need to recognize a litmus test when we see it. And this was it. Okay? This should never happen ever again. All right. Hey, you guys stay safe out there. I'll catch you guys next time.